I wonder just how messy this turn one's going to be.
Pretty messy?
Yeah, I feel so. And Jacob Musk is reporting that it's fixed. Okay, so top... I was just about to say top gear, top tip, but I'll just say it anyway. Don't run your game in DX12, because it's poo.
Correct, that's why I don't stream to DX12. If I do stream this game, when I do the Friday series, always 11. 12 just crashes the game.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. You can have an amazing PC and still Codemasters will wreck you.
Oh, yeah.
There we are. F1 Insights.
Drifting.
Powered by AWS. Predictive pit stop strategy. One stop. Up 11 to 13 on those mediums. What is the expected pit stop strategy, actually?
Well, from who I've talked to, do not do soft hard, because from what I've read, it's about 10 seconds overall of the race slower than stretching soft medium. So, soft medium. Okay. If we see hard, I don't know what to say if we see hards, to be perfectly honest with you.
See.
Now let's see if the red light glitch is fixed. No, it's definitely not.
All right, so we'll just have to wait for them to kick off. I can see the gears going now. And there's the start of the race, and everyone is off. Phoebe with a decent launch. And it looks like one of the Renaults is just about to overtake a couple of people as well. Looks like Matt Dabry's drag racing Phoebe all the way to the front. He's got him on the inside line, but let's have a look. Is it going to be messy? Oh, it looks okay so far.
No. Oh, no, at the back. T-Mac and Flyboy got into a bit of a scrap there. And there's a Renault round. T-Mac's hit band. Oh, dearie me. Wow.
Alright, so Ben and T-Mac getting into a little bit of a scrap. Oh, and there's Apollo squeezed in on the inside, gets right PTR. And makes it to in a 10th. Looks like Combine and PTR now having a fight as they come through Lesmos. There's things happening everywhere on this grid so far. Hard to keep track, but we'll see what we can do. Smitty up in 15th, right at the back of Gus Rules as Lotus and Flyboy have their own little battle. And there's a predicted pit stop strategy again. So a one-stop soft to medium, 11 to 13. As Smitty goes to make an overtake on Gus. Up through Ascari. Well done there from the Mercedes driver. Have a look here at Big L now, who's making a move on Geordie. Geordie's doing a good job. A well job? Jeez, I can't speak. A good job in defending as they come up through Parabolica.
Well done for speaking.
A well job for speaking. Game's a bit loud, or maybe commentary a bit quiet. Yeah, that would make sense. I'll see if I can adjust that for you.
Oh, Big Al's just waiting behind Geordie. Wants that slipstream. Is he going to dive him in turn one? I hope for his sake that he doesn't. I see a racing point. It's Matt Zoid and Apollo having a fight.
And so far, lap 2, it looks okay. We do see that Bandcamp is in the pits. He's obviously got some form of damage. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's wing.
It's front left end plate, if I remember correctly.
Right, so might as well get that out of the way now. So Phoebe's still in the lead. Matt Dabry close by. Sid and Charlie 4/10 off. Potsy as well in that gap. There's Big Al now chasing the back of Geordie up to Ascari. He is the closest one at the moment. Looks like Combined actually is. My mistake.
Ooh, Sid the Sloth and Matt Dabry. Oh, that was an interesting move there. Is Matt Dabry going to go for the dive around Parabolica? No, because he's sensible and decides otherwise and realises he's got Charlie behind him.
As Phoebe sets a fastest lap for this race, a 1:21.8. Oh, it's a drag race now. Looks like Matt Dabry's going to try and go on the outside as DRS is now enabled. As it is lap 3. Sid tries to hold the inside line. There's a little bit of bumping, but no damage. Oh, and look at Charlie!
3 wide.
Charlie now comes through him as well. Charlie just overtakes 2 cars through turn 2. What a move. Look at him. He's doing a great job defending, but he's got to choose a position.
But hang on, Matt Dabry. Oh, he's hit him. Oh,
and Potsy's come through. All right, so Big Al picks up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. So that is the first penalty of the race.
Oh, and Potty hit the dirt. Oh, and what's his name? Matt Dabry. I've completely lost it today. Just decided. Oh, this is a tight fight. Oh, Sid just got tapped by Pacey there. Wow, that was... I thought that was going to end badly.
Have a look here. Pacey's looking for the overtake. He's just about halfway now. Matt Dabry's made a little bit of a gap to Potsy. God, it's absolute chaos here in this first couple of laps.
Oh, and Geordie, he went for a sniff on there, on Pacey there. That was, I thought he might have gone for it.
And of course, this is what you get here in Monza, a massive DRS train. Will Sid look for the overtake? Oh, it's going to be a risky one. He tries to go up on the inside, but he stays well behind Potsies. He doesn't want to do that, but Pacey decides to absolutely attack as he goes up through. Oh, have a look at this now. I'm going to go back. Oh, Big Al spins!
Big Al touched the grass on the exit of 2. Ooh, that's not going to help him very well. Much sentence.
That, not a good one there. We'll see if we can actually catch that on the replay at all. We cannot. Okay, it's good to know that thing still doesn't work.
Awesome. Another Sector 2 yellow flag. I think that might have been Big Al again. Unfortunate for him. Fever currently in the race. Charlie's really hunting him down. There's only 6/10 and he's going to have DRS coming out of Ascari. Can't wait to see how this is going to go. What am I saying? There's no DRS out of Ascari. I'm big brain.
There's the DRS into Ascari. Yes.
Yes, that
out
one.
Of Lesmos too. All right, so lap 4.
Yes, here we go.
Here we go. So Charlie 4/10 behind the leader. Matt Dabry's there's a bit of a gap made now. He's outside the DRS range, but I'm sure he can try and claw that back. As for all the other cars, looks like PTR and Big Al now both with penalties. I'm not sure when they added in that indicator, but thanks, Codemasters. That actually makes it quite easy.
The recent large update.
Gotcha. That's excellent.
It's very helpful. In-game, it actually tells you if you're driving how many seconds it is too, so you don't have to ask Jeff.
So here we go. Potsy trying to make a move on Matt Dabry. Matt Dabry managing to squeeze out just the amount of distance needed to prevent that from happening. Will he go for a late break? Nope. Plays the safe game, which is probably a good bet, actually, as we come through here. Tyres in the gravel. No big deal.
So you'll have DRS out of the second Lesmo. Well, doesn't get as good as it as Matt Dabry did, but and Geordie's decided to grab himself a 3-second. Here comes Potsy. He's probably going to have to stay behind Matt for Ascari if I was him. Oh, he looked for it.
He did look. He did look, but fought against it. So now we'll be able to probably attack him through Parabolica. The slipstream will be pretty strong down through here. As we can see, I believe it's Pacey looking to make an attack on Sid, which he does. Geez, the Renault is on fire right now.
He made that look easy.
Now they come through Parabolica. Potty's still well behind. Oh, he's gone very far on the outside.
Wide. But it's okay. All aboard the DRS train.
It's a strong one. 6 cars we can see on the camera now as Matt Dabry leading all of them. Fever and Charlie off in their own little race. Oh, yeah. Pacey is attacking like a madman. Oh, actually got a lot of wheel spin there, so Potts has been able to escape. Matto combines him to dance back and forth for a little bit. Oh, some more gravel shot up into the air there.
Jacob Meister want to get a real good taste of that gravel.
Jacob Meister, you can sort by penalties too.
Oh, you can.
Look at that. It's one step at a time, Codemasters. It's becoming playable. One step at a time. Very hot into Ascari. There we go. So Potsy still fighting with Matt Dabry at the front there. Sid now catching up. Potsy's still not making an attack. He's biding his time. Oh, but Geordie might. Let's have a look. It's interesting. Geordie doesn't seem to have speed out of corners.
Could be a bit more careful on the acceleration with no 10P.
Yeah, he definitely like punches really late into all of them, but then when push comes to shove, as they come out, Sid just manages to get away each and every time. Now having a look at the times here. Potty's ever closer. Pacey actually looks like he might try and do something, but again, yeah, Potty's got some speed as well. He picks up a 3-second time penalty at the back.
Oh, PTR's rounded Ascari.
Oh, have a look. Potty's now got to fend off Pacey here. But Renault has to make a decision. He's going to go on the inside. It's going to be really hard on the brakes here. Matt Dabby's going to get caught up in all of it as well. Here we go. Oh, he gets tapped. Pacey almost spun round. Oh, Geordie now touches Sid.
PTR's out. Hang on. This could be a safety car. Obviously, maybe. Safety car, yep.
So he's crashed out at Parabolica.
Okay, yeah. He might have had wing damage, I would suspect. So I might actually jump down with Band and just see what's happened. So this is going to be interesting now because the mediums usually last, my memory serves correct, 16 laps around here, if you stretch them. So, I mean, Bandcamp's pitting. I think all the soft runners at the moment probably pit to the mediums and just possibly hope there's another safety car because they probably will have to stretch them quite a lot from here. So we'll just have to wait and see, I'd say.
Bieber still well in the lead. And I think I can see the safety car approaching the exit of pit lane now.
That's Bandcamp. The safety car's already out on track.
Oh, they made the safety car yellow again, didn't they? That's right. That's right.
Okay, the more you know.
So Fever comes in the pits. So does Charlie, Matt Dabry, Potsy, Pacey, Sid, Geordie Apollo. Let's go. I'm assuming combined will as well. Yep, there he is, Matt Side. Smitty decides to stay out. He's still on the mediums, though. So that makes sense for him.
This is going to be a bit of double stacking. This may not go so well. They're all going onto the mediums. Okay, Sid's decided hards. Don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm not the most knowledgeable, but it's an interesting choice.
Smitty makes his way up now to the back of the safety car. Now we'll get the grid to compress up. Probably looking at maybe 2 laps.
Oh, I'd say so. It'll be interesting to see, though. The top 3, Smitty, Lotus, and Gus, haven't pit. They are on the mediums. As far as I know, I'd possibly try and stay out as long as I can, or do a soft medium run or something. I don't know what's going through their heads right now, but they've probably made the right decision so far.
All right, so the majority of the grid now bunched up. Smitty leading the pack. Lotus and Gus Rules behind. So everyone from 4th to 16th has pit, as well as Big Al.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
I'm just interested to see how many laps this safety car decides to stay out for.
Depends how nice it wants to be.
I guess, yeah. This 5 car still not part of the... not joined up.
I'll say it'll probably come in end of next lap.
That'd give plenty. That should give time for Bandcamp and Big Al to catch up.
But you've got to remember, Codemasters.
Yeah, that's true. See the weaving back and fro. Trying to keep temperature in those tyres. Let them get too cold, they'll stop working. So to avoid that, you obviously extend the distance that they run by swerving left and right. Of course, that increases tyre wear as well. So you have to find a nice balance.
You can never find a nice balance, though. Interesting, now that I've just seen the safety car, it's reminded me, Mercedes and Aston will be showing safety car duties next year.
Is that, so that's from next year?
Yeah, starting next year.
Yeah,
I've
right.
seen the photos and stuff.
Yeah, I thought I saw a render of the Aston Martin safety car.
God, I'd like to know how much they paid F1 to allow them to do that.
Probably $5.
Yeah, probably.
Probably a bet, I reckon.
Yeah, here we go. Safety car coming in. Yeah, probably. Knowing Aston, they're like, well, we've got a team. Let's have a safety car now. And the lights are out on the safety car. So Smitty is now in control. He's violently weaving.
So, of course, the rules are that no overtaking is to take place before the start-finish line. So Smitty will get to choose when to pull this trigger. He's still slowing down. Lotus, yep, there's the bump. I was waiting for a penalty there, but it doesn't seem to have come. No.
There's the penalty.
Smitty needed to be careful there.
But we're away now.
There we go.
Oh, Lotus, or the restart. 4-5 wide. Oh, my goodness. Holy moly.
I'll have a look at this from the back of
4
Lotus's
wide.
car. You can see this in perfect motion. Pacey out of the lead. Gus Rules comes down. Late braking. Charlie manages to get in front of him. Potsy side by side. So there's Gus Rules. Potsy, Charlie, Apollo. Feber and Pacey in a little battle as well. Matt Dabry and Sid. Geordie. Matt Side and Flyboy at the back there as well. What a restart. Oh,
Poppy touched dirt. I thought he was going around.
Heavy brakes. It looks like, oh, he's collected 2 cars there. Matt Dabry had to go off the track as Sid looks. I think Sid broke the end plate. Oh,
Gus Rules is gone. Yeah, he's span coming out of the first Lesmo by the looks of it. Hopefully that doesn't cause a VSC or anything for his sake and everyone else's sake. They've just pitted. Doesn't look like it. Here comes Flyboy now on Geordie. Matt Dabry's gonna go side by side. Feber grabs himself a 3-second time penalty as well. This is insane. Wow. Jump on board with Matzoid right now. Holy moly.
Geordie just behind all of them will go up through each. So there's Team Mac there as well. Flyboy's looking to try and make a move on. Matzoid goes on the outside of Parabolica. Let's see if he can maintain the speed. Matzoid's still ahead so far. Oh, it's looking good. The soft tyres are going to give him a bit of an advantage as Flyboy pushes that overtake button. Oh, it's a group of 4. Matzoid's going to try and keep the inside, but the guys in front are too slow. They're going to pull them up. There we go. Flyboy on the outside. Oh, he gets forced way outside. There's a collision again with the AlphaTauri. Oh, man.
Flyboy. T-Mac making the most of Flyboy losing grip. He's trying to get round, but he decides to stay behind Matzoid instead. Oh, my goodness.
What was that?
I have no idea. I saw that. I was a bit concerned.
Snap steering, but Flyboy stays ahead. So Matzoid and T-Mac now 11th and 12th respectively.
I'm just up with Fever at the moment, who's trying to hunt down Mr. Lotus. He's making this look pretty easy. DRS is currently not enabled, of course. You've got to wait till 3 laps after the safety car's out. Go side by side, and he's going to go side to Ascari. I can't wait to see how this goes. Oh, they've tapped. Oh, Lotus. Lotus is round. Oh.
Lotus is round. Funnily enough, exactly where Vettel spun.
Yeah.
Monza last year.
I see no connection.
Oh, well, it's unless Combined comes out a little bit too close, we won't see a reenactment.
Yeah, here comes Pacey right behind Mr. Apollo Pepsi. Ooh, he's really getting ready now. DRS is now enabled, of course, 3 laps after the safety car.
The Renault is just absolutely... Look at this. Hello, goodbye. Jesus.
Yeah, hi, hello. Nice to meet you. See you later.
Apollo's still holding the close to the car, though. Mattoid makes the overtake on T-Mac and Mattoid dancing now through turn 1. T-Mac slightly ahead. Flyboy blocking both of them. Oh, this might turn out ugly. They've got to be really careful.
Yeah.
All right, now they're falling in line. So Big Al stays ahead as T-Mac drops down to 12th.
Yeah. As we see at the moment, Charlie's in provisional pole at the moment as Smitty hasn't pit and does have a penalty as well. That's going to make all the difference, penalty. So I hope for the sake of those who are in the provisional top 3 that they don't get any penalties, other than Fever, who already has. We'll ignore that, though. He's Flyboy on Sid. Sid opts for the inside line. I don't know if that's the best, considering what Lotus and Fever just went through around this exact same corner. Ooh, Flyboy, yeah, he cut Ascari. Yeah, that was unfortunately thoroughly deserved. Oh, hang on, Charlie on Smitty, hello. Oh, he made that look easy. Smitty run wide, and Charlie's on the fresher medium. So now Charlie's got DRS. He's going to pull away from Smitty.
It was a good move. He also managed to do it within the DRS detection zone, so he got DRS even after the overtake. It's a very smart move. Now Smitty's going to have to work to try and catch that up. Smitty's also got a penalty. Charlie does not. So right now it's in his favour. As we see Matt Dabry now preparing for an overtake on Apollo Pepsi. Oh,
someone's round. It's Matzoid. Oh dear. Here we go. Matt Dabry and Apollo just had a bit of a, what's the word? Fight.
Jordy sits
fight, one of them.
The fastest lap there with a 1:21.5.
Yeah.
So lap 14 of 27. We're halfway in this race now. Charlie is our leader. Smitty in second. Potsy in third. Fever, with an unfortunate mishap, he dropped down into 4th place and actually picked up a penalty as well. So it's not looking good for his race so far.
Sector 2, that's Lotus by the looks of things. He's unfortunately lost it just after the second Lesmo.
So now we see that these gaps have extended a lot further than they once were. Potsy within that 1 second gap, Pacey as well, Apollo, and some of the guys at the back, Flyboy, Big Al and T-Mac in a decent... Oh, actually Big Al just extended there, but that's okay. So we'll have to keep an eye on these as Geordie picks up yet another 3-second time penalty. Actually, let's just have a look there. So Smitty on 8 seconds. That was due to the collision there between himself and
Flyboy's
Lotus.
round, turn 1, I think, or there was a massive fight or something.
Okay, looks
might have been a bit of a pile up.
Lotus and Matzoid both come into the pits there as Geordie comes crossing the line. The Flyboy is chomping at the bit to get past Sid here in the Ferrari. Can't seem to make it happen though. We're coming up to the back straight. Sid won't have DRS, but Flyboy will. Let's see if he can make it happen now. Even turns on the overtake, so he wants this. Here we go. To the left. Screaming past. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. There we go. Makes it through to Ascari. Flyboy moves up to 8th place.
How many times have you used Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am on these streams now?
But I don't know. If someone has a counter, I'll be glad to... That would be a fun fact.
Too many, I would say.
As Lotus picks up a 3-second time penalty again. Oh, Potsy and Smitty now. It's a great aerial shot there. Potsy will stay ahead. Or will he stay ahead? God, there's some forcing happening there.
Yeah, he gets the better exit. Smitty loses traction with those old mediums. He'll probably be pitting, I'd say, this till next lap.
Oh, Fever's going to make a move now as well. Let's see. There we go, yep.
Made that look easy.
Oh, Smitty tried to force it as hard as he could, but Fever did get... Oh, Pacey! Catch the car! Oh, he's got it. Oh, that could have ended bad.
There we go. Fever on Potty now. He's going to have DRS.
We come through Ascari here. Couldn't quite make the move.
Someone going a bit wide out of a go. I think it might have been Matt Dabry or potentially Pacey.
Looks like Smitty's going to come into the pits. Yep. He'll come in a change. 15 laps on those tyres.
Here comes Faber down the front straight now, coming into turn 1. Yeah, he made that look easy. He's just signalling. Thanks very much for that with his DRS.
Waving at him with the DRS. Oh, that's cheeky.
I wouldn't be too cocky if I was him, though. He does have that penalty. So he's going to have to get a right move on if he wants to try and not lose out on the podium. Oh, Sector 1. There's a T-Mac around.
So T-Mac gets called with that 3-second time penalty there. So 10 laps to go in this race. Charlie in the lead by a comfortable 5.2 seconds. As Matzoid sets the fastest lap this race at 120.855.
Yeah, more penalties. Apollo grabs himself a 3 second as well now. Oh, Lotus got a 10-second time penalty. I think he might have forgotten where the brakes were for a second there and just completely cut turn 1 and 2. He's done a Vettel, I think. There we go now. Potsy on Fever once again. Oh, Lotus another 5 second. Oh, he's racking
Oh, why
the
is the
penalties up real
DRS
quick.
off? Interesting.
I'm not too sure. I think he decided to not make the move and decided not to activate DRS, but he's got Pacey behind him, so don't know if that's going to be the best trade-off for him, but I guess we'll find out his
Flyboy,
master plan soon.
Oh, Flyboy and Sid fighting it out there through turn 1 and 2. Sid ends up coming out on top, manages to avoid a penalty as well. Oh, and Big Al now, as Flyboy gets a little loose coming out of turn 4. Something's definitely going on with that Mercedes. I'm not sure what it is, but he's having some issues.
Yeah, I think he might have a lot of tyre wear on it because he's not got a lot of grip. Ooh, gets a nice line through a scurry though, because you can tell by the way he came. Yeah, see? Wow.
Yeah, that's happening to him a lot.
Yeah, I would suspect that those tyres are wrecked. Even though they're 8 laps old, and they can make it to about 11 if you stretch them. So I would say he's got a fair amount of tyre wear on them.
This Flyboy pulls in
there
there.
it is.
Alright, so Potty trying to line up an attack on Feber.
Yep.
Potty's definitely taking it safe though. He's not making reckless moves. It's probably the better option. I say that as he takes her a peek. No, he pulls back in line, so he's definitely waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, he's learning from his and other people's mistakes.
Another thing to watch out for too is it's getting awfully grey.
Well, Ben did say all dry, so unless it rains last lap, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference. But Potty, he's in DRS still. He's just 8/10 away. Feber's now got a 5.5 second gap to Charlie, so I'd say for the moment, Charlie's probably got this wrapped up. Ooh, Potty using a lot of the curve there.
Ali making a good point there in the chat. Is recovering his ERS. That's probably a good moment there. Yeah, he's on 16%, so that would be the clever. It's Pacey now. What console is this on? This is on PC. Lotus picks up another 3-second time penalty. Oh, interesting. He peaks, but then he realises, huh? No.
Wait, he should be disqualified now. He'll be gone. 31 seconds of pens. He'll be out now.
Who has 31 seconds of pens? Lotus. Oh my.
Lotus.
Oh my. Yeah, so...
Yeah, so I think he'll probably be disqualified now.
Usually it's 30, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Pitt, I think he's done. Or he's having to pit for some reason.
Oh, Phoebe goes so wide on the exit
Phoebe.
there.
Wow, that's definitely a warning, and Potsy's going to take full advantage of that. If this stays as tight as it is, Phoebe is going to lose quite a few positions. Here comes the DRS train, all aboard. Here comes Potsy, the first carriage, then Pacey, then Matt Dabry.
Pacey might make
And
the
Apollo
attack.
lurking in the shadow.
A little bit too far back, but Matt Dabry
Potsy
managed...
to lock up there.
Matt Dabry managed to accordion his way all the way up. Apollo now at the back of that entire train. Sid a good 4.5 seconds away. As Big Al picks up another 3-second time penalty there as well. But right now, Charlie has got to be pretty chuffed. I mean, 5-second gap, no penalties.
Yeah. You just got to be careful not to get any penalties, because I know if Potsy manages to get past Feber in these next 6 laps, he will be hunting Charlie down. Not that I would say he will gain enough to get to first position. Charlie will probably need a penalty for that, but anything can happen, and it is starting to look awfully dark now, so maybe Jeff's lying and it may rain.
There we are. Nice aerial view of the straight coming up to Parabolica. Potsy
just saying
0.4.
Potsy's game froze. Here we go, once again, all aboard, DRS train. I think Potsy might get it done this time, though. Yes, he does.
There it is. Oh, like nothing. Now it's Pacey's game.
Is he going to wait? I didn't signal to him. Oh, Potsy looking.
Oh, and there's contact. It's contact between the Alpha and the Williams.
Could be minor damage there that we can't see on the stream. No matter, though, Potsy will be very much going for it now to try and catch Charlie.
This Fever picks up another penalty. So that's put him on 6 seconds now. Also, interesting enough, Lotus is reporting as 26 seconds. So there is some sort of glitch there.
Of penalties?
Yeah.
Of penalties? Okay, because it said 31 before.
It did, but now it says 26. So obviously there was some form of glitch, which is why he wasn't disqualified.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Potsy's already on a roll. He's nearly a 10th up on his fastest lap. He is raring to catch Charlie now.
That's a big ask. 5 laps, 6 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean... Oh, there's a McLaren round. It would appear to be... Geordie. Yeah. Oh, him retiring could it cause a safety car? Unlikely. Well, he has a left though, so we'll see. But yeah, big ask for Potsy to try and catch Charlie, but he's got the talent.
So Potsy now looking.
He could...
Oh, this is. Oh, he caught it. Matt Dabry ended up going right into the back of Pacey. I thought Pacey was going to spin, but he managed to counter steer out of that. Lucky. And Apollo's managed to capitalize on all of it. Now he's way closer. It's definitely going to be a fight between these three. All the way to the end. Unfortunately, Apollo does have penalties, so...
Sector 1 yellow flag. It's a Merc round. It's Smitty.
So looking at all of these gaps now, the guys at the back have completely exploded out. Combined still in contention there with T-Mac. And then you've got this train from FIBA to Apollo, 3rd to 6th. It's going to be the main one to watch. I don't think Potsy's going to be able to reel in Charlie at this rate.
No, he lost that 4/10 that lap. I know he's got the talent to do it, but he's got to fight with Fever, who now decides to go pass. Is he going to wave as he goes past again? I'd like to see that. No. Oh, that's sad.
Trin making a very good point in chat. Lotus pitting would have served the penalty, which would have dropped the penalty timer. And that'll prevent the disqualification.
Yeah, but I would have thought as soon as you got the penalty, you get disqualified, unless there's some new thing that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I guess. I could have sworn if you hit above 30, well, that was it. But anyway, it's worked.
Yeah.
Oh, probably getting a bit shaky out of Lesmo too. Now Matt Dabry, he's been able to claw the distance to Pacey, but he hasn't been able to make a move. Each time, Pacey's managed to defend well, and then there's been a bit of contact, but... And I didn't even notice, but somehow during all of that, Potsy got overtaken by Fever.
Yeah, I told you turn 1.
Oh, I didn't even... I think I was so focused on Matt Dabry and Pacey. I didn't even notice. No, apparently not.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So
here comes Potsy back on Fever.
Yeah, here we go.
Did you hear that?
Yep. I'm even watching it. Imagine that.
Wow.
40 seconds is the limit. That makes sense. Thank you, Sim Dogger. 40 seconds is the upper limit.
Makes sense now.
There we go. So Pacey, Potsy rather, still looking, weaving back and forth. Pacey's closing up the gap as well. So is Matt Dabry. So we could have a pretty interesting fight right to the end. Matt Dabry has definitely been gaining speed over these past couple of laps. Oh, it's Pacey now finally gets a penalty, so that's gonna give Matt Dabry a hell of wiggle room.
Yeah, that'll mean he'll probably grab a podium out of all this.
That is rough. That's rough. This is a great drive from Pacey this race, for it to be undone by a penalty. So all Matt Dabry has to do is stay clean, and he'll be all right. Here we go. So Pacey's trying to break the toe. Potsy goes on the inside. It's going to be a box coming into turn 1. Oh, how clean is it going to be? Matt Dabry's trying to be greedy and take up 2 positions. It didn't work, so he'll stay 4th. Pacey has been overtaken. Now Matt Dabry will be looking to try and get Potsy. Potsy's still behind Fever at this point. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the Renault and the Red Bull. No damage though. As Lotus picks up another 3-second time penalty.
Interesting. Oh, Potsy. Oh, goes wide around the second Lesmo. He's going to be swamped by Matt Dabry, I'm going to say. He still does have DRS though. Judging by the way Potsy's driving, I'm going to say he might have a slight bit of damage that we actually can't see on the stream because he's slowing down a bit more than I would for some of the corners.
So we've got 1 lap left. The leader has crossed the line. So lap 27 of 27. Potsy has 1 lap to make this move, but then again, he doesn't really have to make it.
He doesn't need to make it. Well, he has.
But he has indeed. And now he goes all the way down into turn 1.
Oh, Fever didn't want him to have it. Oh, but Potsy gets a very, very shaky exit out of turn 2, which gives Fever the run on him. I think he could go for it coming into turn.
He's looking. Potsy's trying to squeeze him out, but he's made his choice. Now he has to stay on that inside. Fever goes. Whoa, but can he pull it back into the track? Matt Dabry gets hit, and plates come off. Pacey's got damage now. Apollo Pepsi tries to make it up. Oh, and he cuts right in front of the Renault. So Apollo Pepsi makes the clawback. Jesus, all the way to the line.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Apollo Pepsi might actually even make the move on Matt Dabry. It's not going to count for much due to the penalties.
This is going to be...
Oh, he goes ghost even.
Unfortunate for Feeder, though. He's going to drop all the way down to 7th.
All right, so Charlie will take the win here at Monza with an absolutely great drive. And Potsy will take 2nd place. But where did the penalties end up? Matt Dabry's definitely going to take 3rd. And Sid jumps all the way up into 4th. Jesus.
Wow.
Pacey, Fever, Apollo,
Fever.
Big Al. T-Mac comes across the line and combined jumps up to 8th place. T-Mac ends up 10th. At the moment, that was rough. That was a rough ending there, but a great drive from Charlie and Potsy and Matt Dabry to keep it all clean. And then Sid managing to jump up all those positions.
Yeah.
Crazy. Matzoid and Smitty there, making their way around the Parabolica now. Oh, Jesus. That was a crash car. Okay, and that is the race over. Tier 1 done and dusted. Again, congratulations to Charlie. Excellent drive. T-Mac awarded driver of the day. There you go. So a good show up for Haas today. Oh, taking a selfie with the crowd. Always a good sight. And a good drive there as well from Potsy and Matt Dabry to get 2nd and 3rd. I was expecting more chaos. One safety car at Monza is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so Charlie will take that win with an excellent drive. Potsy of Matt Dabry there in 3rd. Sid jumping up into 4th place due to having less penalties than everyone else, I guess. Pacey in 5th there. Fever in 6th. Apollo coming up in 7th. Combined, Big Al and T-Mac round out that top 10. A unfortunate race there for PTR, Gus Rules and Geordie, all having the DNF. Lotus with that massive 29 seconds of penalties. That was a rough one. And Smitty as well, who just did lead the race at one point, but just couldn't put it together. So he ended up in 15th. All right, hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. Don't go anywhere though. Tier 2 is just around the corner. So we'll take a short break and then we'll catch you on the next side. Goodbye for now.
Just turn around and leave me. The tear in my eye drops on the floor alongside my spear. My knees are drenched in the blood I feel just to get it. never pray to God anymore. I'd rather no one hurt me. Redemption, I have waited for you to come and drown all my sin. My knees are drenched in the blood I spill just to get in. When I look around me, everything I had went up in flames. Everything I had went up in flames. My lonely way.
Quiet's driving me insane. Silence rattles in my brain. Yeah, I gotta get away. Always waiting for the fall, so I built my towers tall, wandering through these empty halls. Breaks and cycle there, walls are coming down. I gotta make it out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look my fear right in the eye. I just wanna feel alive. I just wanna feel alive. I just wanna feel I gotta save me from myself. This emptiness, it hurts like hell. My good intentions let me down. I keep getting in my way. My stubborn pride will dig my grave. Leaving behind with every step I take. Yeah. Cycle down, walls are coming down. I gotta make it out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look my fear right in the eye. I just wanna feel alive. I just wanna feel alive. I just wanna feel alive. I just wanna feel alive.
dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in